Hi Cancer, this is your April 22nd through April 28th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. The first spread is going to be on new love entering your life this week. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already involved with another individual. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to come back to you this week. And in the fourth spread, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And we'll wrap things up with the fifth spread, which is what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. So this first spread is on new love this week. We have the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Page of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. Then we have the Ace of Cups, clarified by the Fool. In the potential outcome, we have the King and the Queen of Cups and the Star. And we also have the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Air, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and we have Aries. So, yeah, what we have in the potential outcome is the King and the Queen of Cups, right? So I assume this is you and your person. Just for the reading's sake, Cancer, I assume you're the Queen of Cups, just to make it easier for me to interpret, but you can assign the roles as you wish. So yeah, you could be dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody with a lot of water in their chart, but, you know, I often interpret the King and the Queen of Cups as the ultimate love couple. You could still be dealing with a fellow water sign, but I just wanted to bring it up. Right? I often interpret it as the ultimate love couple. It's like a perfect match. The Star right next to the deck is a card of a wish come true. You know, it's also an Aquarius card, but it is a card of a wish come true, something we wish for or hope for a very long time. So perhaps that's what's happening here. This person is your ultimate love partner, especially if you've been wishing for someone like that for a long time. You know? I see 2 scenarios here. We got that Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck, right? All the way to your right. And we also have the Page of Cups all the way to your left, clarifying the Knight of Swords. So whenever I get 2 or more pages in a reading, I always bring up children, right? So perhaps you're a single parent, and they're a single parent, or maybe your sibling has a child and you're kind of babysitting or taking that kid somewhere. So perhaps it's like some sort of a field trip for children and both of you are going, or if your child is on the sports team, perhaps the sports team is traveling somewhere and you're going with them. You don't have to you don't have to travel far. Right? The Knight of Swords, the first card that came out, is the fastest knight out of all 4 knights. So it could be a card of travel, right? And if you have a child or children, maybe it has something to do with that. If children are out of the question, then here comes the second scenario, right? The Page of Swords could be a card of somebody who is spying on you. Yeah, so it could be maybe a classic case of a secret admirer. The Page of Swords is a card of stalker, spying on someone. So maybe this person is already in your life. Maybe you work with them or you see them every once in a while. Maybe they're in the same gym with you, what have you. Right? And the Knight of Swords is still the fastest knight out of all 4 knights. They may invite you to go somewhere. I always say never, ever, ever go anywhere with strangers. But perhaps you already know this person. Or the Knight of Swords, it could be their energy. They want to rush in and win you over. Perhaps it's their plan to kind of sweep you off your feet, to shock you, surprise you with something. And the Page of Cups could be them asking you out on a date. And from that point on, perhaps they've prepared something very special, right? And maybe that's how this plays out for you. The Six of Wands, the next card over, is a card of victory, success, attention. So you definitely have this person's full and undivided attention, and maybe this is their intention right there, to win you over and to sweep you off your feet with that Knight of Swords. Right? And the Ace of Cups in the middle, clarified by the Fool, this is what they actually feel towards you. They feel love. Right? The Ace of Cups is true, genuine, authentic love. The Fool card could be an Aries here, but the Fool could be a card of something spontaneous, right? Perhaps, like I said, with the Knight of Swords, they've got something prepared, some kind of a spontaneous trip or whatever. But the Fool is also a card of taking a leap of faith. Right? Maybe you're going to like what this person has to say, what they have to offer, how they treat you, how they behave around you. Maybe you'll be like, you know what, why not? And maybe you'll just feel love for this person yourself. right? Because remember the King and the Queen of Cups, the ultimate love couple. Maybe if this person is already in your life, you could be spying on them as well. You could have feelings for this person as well, and they're making this move this week, and you're like, yes, I thought you'd never ask. It could be one of those. But this looks very promising, right? We have, only 2 major arcana cards on the table, but these are great major arcana cards, right? The Fool is a card of definitely a new beginning, right? And the Star is definitely a wish come true card. So this looks awesome and very loving, right? Very loving. Really happy for you, Cancer. Congratulations. If you are already married or in a relationship, Cancer, this spread is for you. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. It may sound cheesy, but the first thing I thought of was you guys are deciding to do the spring cleaning inside your home. Or maybe you are deciding to remodel your home or buy your existing home and, sell your existing home and buy a new home. It's like you're deciding to tackle something and you're being very decisive about it. It's not going to be a walk in the park, it's not going to be easy, but you're still doing it. Right? The 10 of Pentacles, the first card that came out, is a card of an existing family, since this is the first card that came out, or it could be a card of your living situation, right? Because the 10 of Pentacles could be a card of real estate, right? The it's also a card of financial abundance, by the way, right? Money. The Ace of Swords, the next card that came out, this is some kind of a decision that you're making this week. Very clear-cut, very, decisive decision, if you can say something like that. The Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, it's the start of a new cycle of some sort, or maybe going somewhere, right? And the 10 of Wands at the end is a card of a burden. But I think you are doing this, that this is going to be a burden. Whatever it is you're getting ready to do, it's not going to be a piece of cake. It's not going to be a walk in the park, but you're still doing it, knowingly doing it. Because perhaps it's time to clean your place, the spring cleaning, or it's time for you to move, it's time for you to remodel something, it's time for you to take care of something. Perhaps you've been pushing something back, but this week it's like, yep, that's it, time is up, you got to do this. All right, so that's what you're doing. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Cancer, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also, keep in mind, Mercury is still kind of in retrograde. Right? The retrograde is over, I think, on the 24th, but then there's like a pulse shadow period. So this is when more X's than usual tend to resurface. So we got Death, clarified by the 6 of Swords. We have the 9 of Cups, clarified by the King of Wands. Then we have the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Scorpio on the table. Yeah, you got this King of Wands coming back, and I do believe it's a reconciliation, if it's somebody from the past. If it's not an ex, if it's just somebody from your past, then you guys will decide to move forward. Okay, because we don't have any, the Death card kind of sort of hints on the fact that this person is from your past, because that could be a card of an ending. Perhaps this is you guys going your separate ways at some point in the past, or maybe that is some sort of a transformation that this King of Wands is going through. Perhaps this person is going to come back and you wouldn't even recognize them anymore. They're completely different, everything about them is different. Or maybe this person got out of a relationship or marriage not so long ago, or maybe this person finished something. Maybe they were away on a business trip, or maybe they were away in school or something like that, and that's no longer a problem, and they're back in town with that 6 of Swords, right? And here you guys go. The 9 of Cups clarified by the King of Wands. Yeah, the King of Wands is the person you're dealing with, most likely fire sign. There is Sagittarius. The Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck belongs to the King of Wands, right? You see how the King of Wands is holding up a 1? That's exactly the one we see in the Ace of Wands. This person is ready to go. I think you're ready to go as well, Cancer, right? The 10 of Cups, the last card that came out, is a card of a happily ever after. It really is. It's a family card, commitment, marriage card, right? Yeah, what's interesting about this reading so far, right? The first card, the first spread, The new love spread had no commitment on marriage cards. No, don't get me wrong. That one's still a fantastic, phenomenal spread. You know, the spread we just had for the couples had a marriage card, and this one has one too. All right, so this looks good. This looks awesome. Congratulations. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Cancer, this week. We have the Seven of Swords clarified by the Page of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Sun. We have the Magician clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I was getting a little suspicious when I saw that Seven of Swords, but the rest of the spread is good. So the Seven of Swords, right? It's not a very honest card. All right, so with the Seven of Swords, it could be you sneaking out secretly and going to job interviews. You could tell your employer you're doing something else, but in reality, you're going to job interviews. Or maybe you're meeting with somebody to talk about work, right? And, you know, it could be as big as, let me give you an example. When I see spreads like this, similar spreads to this one, I always remember the Ferrari and Lamborghini story. You know, I think Lamborghini used to work for Ferrari, and then he ventured out, started his own company, but he had to like run away, I guess, right? And create a competitor company, right? Which is really good as well, just like Ferrari, right? So perhaps that's what's happening here. With the Seven of Swords, you could be working for a company, but you may think, you know what? If I ran a company that did something like this, I would do it differently. I would do it better. Perhaps you're quitting your job this week and starting your own company, and it will flourish, right? But for most of you, the Seven of Swords, this is probably you. You could still be hired by another company, which is a competitor of the company you currently work for. Hopefully, you don't have a non-compete clause in the work agreement. Or the Seven of Swords, this is you know, going to those interviews. And the rest of the spread is awesome. You know, if you're starting a new job, or if you're thinking of starting a new company, yeah, great, major, awesome success. That's what lays ahead. Because the remaining four cards, the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the Magician, the Ten of Pentacles, these are great cards when it comes to work, business, and finances. The Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity. It's a job offer. If you're thinking of starting your own company, somebody may want to invest into you, give you more money. The Magician, you can make anything you want happen with the Magician. You know, the Magician's got all the tools they have at their disposal. Perhaps that's why another company wants to hire you, because you're the Magician, you're the miracle worker, you're really good at what you do. You can find creative solutions to complex problems. The Ten of Pentacles, clarifying that, is a card of a pile of cash. Ten of Pentacles is a card of financial abundance, right? And it's also a card of real estate. The Sun, I forgot to mention, is a card of clarity, and it's the happiest card in the deck. So this looks good. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Cancer. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You know, this is simply a repeat of the work, business, and finances spread we just had right before this spread. This is a different deck. By the way, I use different decks for different spreads. But as you can see, we have that Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So something about this is going to be a little bit dishonest to your maybe existing employer, to your existing business partner, or something like that. But, you know, you do what you gotta do. The Eight of Pentacles, the first card I came out, is actually a work, business, and finances card. The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true. The Knight of Pentacles is money coming your way, or an offer coming your way, or an investment coming your way, or something like that. If you're thinking of starting your own company, yeah, there you go. You got the green light. And Mercury retrograde is over on the 24th, because I usually don't suggest starting anything brand new during Mercury retrograde, including work. But perhaps this week you're just getting ready to start it, and once the Mercury retrograde is a thing of the past, you can launch this, or you can accept this new job offer, or whatever it is. All right? So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you, Cancer, for this week, for this reading. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share, like, subscribe, and comment. And other than that, Cancer, have a fantastic week.